Welcome back into the show. Time for our Law and You segment, sponsored by Gig and Jancula, LLC. We are here with one of the practicing attorneys with the facility. We've got Christopher Jancula.
Nice to be here again. Thank you.
Welcome back in. Yes. Okay, so today we're talking all about, I'd never really heard of this concept, Social Security disability.
Yes, Social Security disability. Okay, so in general, a Social Security disability is there to help people out that are disabled. There's two different programs. There's SSI, which is Supplemental Security Income, and then there's also Social Security disability. SSI, Supplemental Security Income, is for people that either don't work or don't have something called enough credits. You get credits every year that you are working, and you get those credits, add them all up, and then you can get Social Security disability, which is like getting your retirement early if for some reason you become disabled. So it's the same medical background for either one of those, and you have to go and apply for Social Security disability or SSI, and then you go before an administrative law judge if they don't automatically give you those benefits.
And where do you come into the mix? Why would somebody need you on their team for this?
Well, a lot of times people will come to me and just generally come in and say, hey, I'm disabled, I can't work anymore. What can you do to help out? And then I tell them about the two programs. Then I can apply them for those programs. Usually people are denied at the first step because it's just an administrative step that some person is sitting in an office reviewing it, and then we have to appeal that up before an administrative law judge, and I actually go and appear before the judge with the possibly disabled person, and we have to prove our case to them why they're disabled.
And what type of people? You're talking, one of them requires work history, the other does not necessarily.
Correct, yes. And it's all ages.
Really?
I have gotten people disability benefits from 18 years old. I've gotten people benefits up until right before they're actually full retirement age. It's much easier if you're older, if you're 50 years old or older to get disability benefits, rather than if you're, in your 20s and something like that. But I have gotten it for people of all ages.
Wow. It's just interesting because Social Security is one of those terms that kind of gets thrown around.
Right.
And it's a very opinionated matter. People, kind of feel a certain way about it. And I guess it is associated with being an older individual, but there are ways to, hey, protect you if you do get hurt.
Absolutely, and it is one of those things that it's a final resort if you are injured or if you have some sort of terrible disease and you can't work anymore. I get a lot of people maybe in their upper 40s, early 50s that have been working their whole lives, and now they've either gotten hurt or they just can't work anymore. So it's a program out there to help those people out.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And what type of documents or things would they need to maybe provide for you to then help them? Okay,
they would need to bring in all of their medical records that they have themselves, but I can get medical records, which is great. Also a list of all their doctors, phone numbers for doctors, addresses, and kind of just an overview of their health. Okay,
so the proper things that you need, and of course, you practice that specific type of law at Gig and Jancula.
Correct, yes.
Among other things as well.
Absolutely.
But we do appreciate your time and coming in and answering some of these questions. Of course, if you guys have any questions, you can email us here at the show, and Chris or Mike will tackle those for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure.
And coming up after the break.